Here we go. Can you show us how scary you look without your glasses? Okay, I didn't know this was an issue, but oh yeah, so without my glasses. There you go. Didn't know that was a thing, but glad I could help. Delete all of that because we're all there. Let's get our game thing up while the credits are running. There's something about an expression for me, like Bryan Cranston. Okay, let's get our proper windows open. Logo's off. Alrighty then. So, when I said that I made some progress yesterday, I did, which is good. And there's still some things that I'm still not understanding. However, we can start building out our opening quest for part 1 now. At least we have that, and the inventory is working enough to do that, and I'll show you where we're at. On that, let me do a build real quick. The good part about it, I am learning. It's just taking some time, and it can be a serious pain. And I know that. But at least now I have a structure that I can work with on it. And it does change a lot of things we did before. But we will see how that goes. I don't think that it's going to pick that up, so we're going to have to do it over here. Okay. Now to pick it up. So here's where we're at. So I was trying to get an inventory that works. But also that we could do like the things we want to do, like build the fountain, stuff like that. So right now, if I pick up an item, I don't know why it's black, but it does pick it up and it does put a name on it. So that's our left pillar. I'm down here and let's see, here's our right pillar over here. Then we have our 2 toppers, which is this one. And the right topper is up here. And for some reason, it's making them all black. But then there's the crown. Now there's another issue that I can't seem to figure out fixing, because the otter is supposed to be standing right here. We're supposed to walk up to him and say, "What do we do?" You know. But because of there's a thing I don't understand why. In order to select these guys, they're over here on the map. If I move over this way, I can't select them. So it's still on the top right left corner of the map, not in the window, even and not in the GUI like everything else is in the GUI. However, if we do go and say, okay, here's pillar 1, while we're next to the otter, it will build the fountain like we want it to. I haven't changed the text yet, so. And if we go to pillar 2, it'll put pillar 2 in. And I haven't changed, like I said, I haven't changed any of the text yet. If we put the left top, so we can actually build the pillar now. The right top. Yep. and then the crown. And it also has the thing. So there, which now we can build our fountain, which is awesome. I know. Like I said, I haven't filled out all the text yet. Now, another good thing is this. Is all of our original UI still works. The same way it did. Isn't affected at all by our new system. So we can still go to the shop, we can still buy stuff. And our inventory is actually separate from that, which is great. But also our otter now looks in our inventory to see if we have the piece that it needs. Now I do have to go and fix the text, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But I'm very happy that it even works at all, in all honesty. Because it was destroying me trying to figure out how to make the damn thing work. Also, now I should be able to go out and come back in. You should save it. It didn't save it. Okay. That's fine. We'll have to get that save room stuff done. But we can carry things from room to room now, which we couldn't do before. So we will be able to eventually spread all the pieces out everywhere. And we can drop things as well. We could. There's a way to drop them, but I don't remember what it is. But that's okay, we're not picking anything else up. But all of this should still be separate now, so we can go and we can buy the bow and the bomb, and that still goes in the other structure, which is separate from that, so we're all still good there. Although it looks like it messes up the naming convention for the pieces, but oh well, we'll fix that. So here we are. We have an inventory system. I don't believe that the otter will still, well, he will. We can get rid of it just by going up here and redoing this. But we can pick it now, which is great, and use it. So, but things I have to fix is we have to add, and we'll go back to the code for this real quick. So if we go back to our code, there's a couple things we have to add so that the otter doesn't pick up things that it shouldn't. Where'd it go? It shouldn't build things out of order, so to speak. Let's go here. And right now, so I'll show you the system that all that is works with. Let's turn that one off. But there's a lot of stuff that I have to cut out of the old system, from the old system that is still in there. All right, so here's our GUI. So this is where everything's drawn from, and it draws the sprite, all that stuff. And it draws it in the GUI level. So it's drawn in the GUI. Now the rest of it is also drawn in the GUI, but for some reason it just does not like it. But if I open this up, this is now, we have constructors now for our inventory. And as part of that, we have each thing now has a function attached to it in the inventory. So you have the name of the object, you have the description of the object, you have which sprite uses it. You can tell it if it can or cannot be dropped. meaning if it's an important piece, like say a pillar piece or a piece of the fountain or the statues, then it cannot be dropped because you don't want players to lose items that are important. And then the effect, but it also has a function, which you can put a function in, which is what the effect is. The effect is the function. And what it is you can write a direct function. So we can say, to the otter, the otter can say, okay, if you have a piece, this piece, if you have fountain 1 piece, then if the otter's distance is less than 20 pixels from your player, or if your player is within a 20 pixel radius around the otter, then if you hit the select the thing in your inventory, then the otter will pick it up. But there's a couple things we need to add to this, because we also want it to say that if O fountain, and if we, let me go back to our sprites here for the fountain. Inventory, not inventory, we want the gods. Pieces, fountain. So, our beginning piece of the fountain, which is O fountain, O full fountain. So let's go find that up here. No, we want. So we want O full fountain, which is this one. So if this one is, let's see which sprite it uses. Sprite full fountain. Okay. So what I want to do is, the problem that I'm having is this, is if we go back to the game, and we just saw it, but I will restart it to show you what I'm talking about, is if you give it the wrong piece in the wrong order, it will build out the fountain in the wrong order. So if we're here and let's say we pick everything up, all the pieces up, right? Grab that one, and we'll hide these a little bit better. We'll hide them behind trees and stuff, so you have to actually chop trees to find them. But if we do this, I don't know why it's screwed up now, but it is. Okay. And we go over to the otter. We have to be standing close to the otter for this to work. And I say, okay, use the top piece, which is what this piece is. It will build the whole thing. Therefore, you don't need any of your other pieces. But if I go and I use one of the other pieces, it will build for that piece, etc., etc. And you don't want it doing that. You want it building it in order, and we'll build text out for it to make it happen. But the first thing we have to do is just make this correct. So what we'll do is we'll say if and the first time he uses it, and okay, need to kill that, because that's not what we want to worry about right now. So if we're next to the otter with 20 paces, and the O fountain, oops, let's just grab it, and O fountain, oops, Z, and O fountain, we'll just grab it too. And the O fountain sprite index equals S full fountain. I'm pretty sure this will work. So the idea being that if you're next to the otter and the sprite index equals as full, then it will do this. So we have to do the same thing for the other pieces in that order. So we go, okay. So if you're doing an O fountain sprite index equals O2, then yes, which is what this one here will do. Did I put the equal sign up there? I did. Now, in theory, this should work. Let's see if I screwed this up. I didn't put it in here. No, I did. Okay, well then it's telling me already that it doesn't work. Yeah, that's an issue. Because if I already put this all in, then it should actually be correct. Okay, let's go back down here. Oh, because we're changing it a different way, didn't we? It's a sprite index. No, we got it right. Because what I'm doing is in the full fountain object, I'm changing the sprite out to make this work. The cycle of beginning programmer. Find solution. Doesn't work. Spend hours finding why. Find out you forgot a comma. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yep. So the idea that I had was, okay, well then I should be able to just say, okay, if the sprite index isn't correct, do I have to do a width, maybe? Let's try this. This should be funny. Nope, that's not going to let me do that. I think this is not being recognized. I think I need a... Nope, that's not it. Because that's grayed out. That's not usually grayed out. Where is it? Let's look at it from somewhere else. No, it's grayed out. It should be fine. In theory, it's not supposed to do that. Sprite index equals... Okay, let's do this. Let me go back over here a minute. We're going to go to zombies here in a minute. Let's try that. Let's just build it and see what happens. That may work. The fact that it didn't when we just tried it is what's throwing me. Because it looks like some of them were already set, but it still believes that it's not. So let's just do a new build. Maybe I just left some things out on that build. As zombies come, zombies will be arriving soon. I thought it was kind of cool that I actually got the damn thing to build in the first place. That was pretty fun for me. So if that's true, then this should not work. Yet it does, yeah, so that's not good. Because it should check. Create a new item. Color. Yes. What's it in? Used as false. Maybe I could use that. No, because it's using it as a... I think it's getting confused because I think when I use the old code, there's some things in there that aren't needed anymore. We don't use the frame number anymore. So we don't use that. Let's go up here real quick. Starting at the top. Okay, so sprite index equals. And we don't need that. We don't need this one here. Which means we don't need these right now. So we're next to the otter. Check the fountain sprite. If it's S full fountain, to make sure that is the right one. And there it is, the right sprite in there. Okay. But what's cool about this is this is our inventory now, and we have a structure for it that just works, and we can add to it at any time. Right now we have just the stuff for the fountain in it. Piece one, blah 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 blah. Yep. But we also have this, which is to add new things into it. We can just call this function and have it create a new item into our inventory. Right now I only have 5 slots in the inventory. Well, I want to increment it, which is what I'm doing here. Because we're incrementing it to that piece, to the new piece.
Brains.
We don't need that anymore either. So sprite index equals full S full sprite, which is what it is. Oh, I think I need this. I think that's what it was that's missing. So that could be it. Let's go check them all. And then put them back together. Rebuild it, see if that fixes the problem.
Master Sprite says, game is blocking view of the eye.
Oh, sorry. I thought I closed it. My bad. So what I'm doing is, okay, let me close that up a little bit. Thank you for letting me know. I forgot, I think that it's this, is if it's not, let's try it. Oh, almost hit F5. Don't want to do that. Ooh, that screwed some things up. Oh, some of the things that I took out it doesn't like. I'll put them all back in for now. Okay. Nope, I screwed something up somewhere. Let's go to this one. Apparently I moved something. Nope, it doesn't like the double equals, so I'm wrong on that. Yeah, that we fixed. If distance. I have done PhDs make a mistake. And here, right. Down here, take this one out since it's not going to like it. That one out. Let's see if that'll build now. Now it builds. Okay. So yeah, so I thought that I could just put those rules up there, and then it shouldn't build without without having all the pieces in order. But apparently that's not how it works. So that is a silly. And now now the words are wrong too. So I'm like, okay. We can't tell which one's player, which one's part one. Yeah, they're all out of order. Oh well. Because technically we can just go out, come back in, and grab the top, and then be done. Here's our top. Boom, done. Oh, Welbies. Let's come back over here. Like I said, some things just need to be fixed. So let's set these guys up. Because now he can say, okay, I need X, X, and X. So let's close this. If we go now to our otter, then we need O. Oh, otter, oh, otter, oh, otter. I really need to clean these things up and get rid of all the old stuff that isn't used anymore. I could have swore I put the otter up here. Inventory managers, menus, NPCs. Oh. So there was some code added to the otter. Originally I'm like, okay, well, I will use the, I was trying to use a command for like hitting a key to give someone something, but that wasn't working. And then I realized, because I fixed all the highlights and all that stuff, I didn't realize that if I clicked on it, it would just use it. So that was a pain, but we had to add a few things to it, and we'll be fixing that. It's basically in our create event, we now tell, where'd it go? Somewhere here, the otter has a inventory list of what it needs. I know I created one in here. I know I was tired, but I did it too. But required items, yes. So here's where I was building the required items map for it, so that it would know. But apparently it's reading it without me doing that. I think it's because it's actually in the And this one up here. Where is it? This one. So in this, it's telling it that it has to go to the otter. So I have to fix that to where the otter is, number one, is like, if you first see it, that piece causes this function, where I need the otter to cause this function, not the inventory. So yeah, I'll have to figure that out. My most common is misspelled and bracket issues. Yes, mine too. Yeah, see, we can do that, and that's what we can do here. Is that's what I'm actually doing right here. Is I'm changing the sprite index when they give that piece to the otter. So if we change this to you're closer to the gods. Now go get this second. Because here's where we're changing things and this is where this code needs to go away. Because I was originally incrementing it using the frame number, because I had it as a single sprite with layers, with frames. But that didn't work in this, and I couldn't get it to work. I did try. So let me see what happens now if I close this. We need that. We haven't. We'll just keep the Fountain Quest as open. Otter correct. That is correct. Don't need that. I don't think we need this one anymore. Okay. But now it's just narrowing it down, and this is probably going to come back with errors. Sometimes it doesn't like it when I just take things out. Okay. It built. That's a good thing. One thing that cracks me up is that it already, when we started, our text for the items was in the right place and working. Now it's not again, just for no apparent reason other than it's just decided it didn't want to. So if we go back over there and pick it up, see how the text is now behind it somewhere? Well, that's just not right. That should be number one. So we'll take number one over here. And it crashed. Object, blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah. It doesn't like the frame number used, so I was wrong about being able to just take those out. I basically have to take this piece of code and just rewrite it and take anything that says frame number out of it. But if we go back to our draw event, I think it's this one. Yeah. Why did these suddenly become wrong? That makes no sense whatsoever. Because these are all based on all the same numberings. So our sprite is still being put in the correct spot, which is this one. It's still blacked out for some reason. I have no understanding why. What was that called again? Something map. Okay. So I was trying to figure out also why. Let's just put max in there and see if that fixes it. Because for some reason, oh shit, I just hit F5. I am sorry. I'm going to freeze for a minute. On my side, you guys won't see me freezing, but it is. If I pick something up, you see how it's blacked out? I haven't been able to stop that from happening ever since I put this drawing to it. We can still see all the right size shapes and all that stuff, but it is a definite problem. And if we're up here and we click on something, it doesn't do anything. Oh wow, it shouldn't do anything. Because we are not within 20 pixels of the otter. That's interesting. Can we just stand over here? Yeah, because we can still... This thing's making no sense whatsoever, because we're supposed to be within 20 pixels of the otter. It says there. Maybe I have that backwards. No, that was correct. It has to be less than 20. I think this is just messing it up. Let's kill that off. This isn't doing anything anyway, so we're going to take it out for now. And am I frozen? Yes, I am frozen on my screen. I need to stop that. And I should come back to movement in a little bit, but you guys, from what I understand, you guys can still see me moving and all that. How many chickens would a chicken if a chicken could chicken? OC has said that one already. I believe this question has been answered before, but I missed it. It will only chicken as much as the chicken will allow it to chicken, because chickens don't chicken itself without another chicken telling it how to chicken. And mapping F5 if you can. I just mess up, and what happens is what I've learned is that eventually OBS does come back. But you guys can still hear me, you can still see everything. It's just my screen is the only one that's actually frozen. So hopefully this will fix the other issue. And I will be back with you guys shortly. Okay, let's go down to this. We're starting new. Let's come all the way down. Ooh, took a hit. Go back up here. All right. Let's grab piece one. Now it's fixed again. It's back where it's supposed to be. Now I shouldn't be able to click on it. Nope. I'm within. Okay, so first fountain piece, single use. Yes. Yeah, I'm also back on my side too, so I don't know what's causing it. So I should, if I click on this, it should not put the fountain piece in because I'm not within 20 pixels of the otter, and it doesn't. Okay, so I think there was something going on with the last build. I think it has to do with that end thing on the end, the double end. So we'll have to figure that out later. But let's move on with the things that we do know. So if I come up to the otter now with the single piece, and I click on it, boom, it builds it. You brought the first piece, yay! You're close to the gauze. Go get the second piece. Perfect, for now. Until we leave the room, of course. And then it disappears. See? We have to work that part out too. Well, let's go over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to determine what our guy here needs. What we want him to need is 3 of these. I don't think you can pick those up yet, and 2 of these sticks. So right now, I think he just asked for, my leg's broken, I can't walk. Could you bring me some reeds from the water and wrap my leg? Thanks. Okay. So let's go back here into our code. And we're gonna make some objects. So let's look at one of the pieces. Close that. Okay, God. Question items, nope. And broken pieces. So piece 1. We need to look at this code. So, okay. So it is for fountain. That is correct. I don't think we added anything new to these parts. So we can go to our reads. Or did I change it? I don't think I changed it. Oh, this was the old one. We don't use that one at all. The piece basically needs to be set up exactly like these ones are, and we can do this where we can increment on the fountain build code and save that, and then it will upgrade those. So now we need, this is where we're getting our, yeah, that one's all still the same. This one's all still the same, but this one will be turned into an animation because once it's fully built, we want the water to run, so I still have to do the animation on the water. I do miss color cycling. That's one thing from the old Super Nintendo games, that color cycling was really, really fun. Okay, so let's get out of these guys, and we need to go to our read. Boop, 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 boop. Close that. Now, where is our object one? This is the one where this is the actual plant. Reads, yes. So O reads is what it's supposed to drop. O reads 2. O player 2. Okay, so we need to build the description for it. So to go back to here. So this should be blah, 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 blah. Should be no variables. There should be, the creation code should be generically done. So that when he picks it up, it goes to this code up here. I think I have too many things open. Okay, so I think what I'm looking for is actually up here. Because we want to be able to say, I think it's in here, no. Ah, here it is up here. So we need to build a read or in here.
Brains.
So we make another object which is called reads : and it is a create new create item. Now let's just copy this. New create item. We go just read. The simple grass read. Our sprite name is sread2. And then we need, is there a, do we have a function? I don't think we have a function, so we'll say a blank function. For now, it's just going to be a blank function. And then we have one more thing after that, if I remember correctly. It was, oh, the effect, which is just a function. So I think we have everything we need for the read. Okay. Name description. Name read description. Read can drop is true. Can drop it. Because there's always more reads, that's why. And then function. Since we don't have the function, we're all good. And now we need, oh, sorry, I put that there. That's not what we need there. Well, we do need that there, but we need this too. Right now it's just a blank. Oh no, that's not going to work, is it? No, because I put it in the wrong spot. Add that. Let me open this one up and see what thing I'm missing. Oh, okay, that's what I'm missing. Because it's a, what do you call them again? Because it's a constructor, it needs a comma at the end. So this is our constructor for that. Now we can drop reads. Let me see if I put that right. I think I put it wrong. Need to look at our our fountain objects real quick. No, that's just what we called it, so that's okay. All right, so read should work. Because that's the sprite. This is the sprite. Now we should be able to go to our river. And when it we'll drop a read just to test it. But we should be able to just hack some reads and have it work. Let's drop one here. For testing purposes. And it should, because of the way we have it set up, it should, when we pick it up, it should automatically go into our inventory and work. And it's unhappy about something. It says expect a, yeah, because, let me look here. Okay, so this one ends with that. And so did this, right? Okay, Oh, I think it just wants that. Nope, that's not gonna do it. So the function, yeah, I should have. That should be right. We can put something in here just to make it happy. We'll say function blah blah blah. No, that should be all it needed. What is it here? 17. Global. Name, description, effect. Yes. Name, description, sprite, droppable, effect. Yes. Should be, it will create in the array when we pick it up. Something in my syntax isn't right. It says got a comma, but it wanted something else. Comma, 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 comedian. New read. Yep. Simple grass read. Quote, yeah. S read 2. Which is the name of S reads. Okay, that's where the problem is. It is not seeing this. It's, oh no, I spelled it right. That is correct. We'll just throw something in here so that there's something in here and see if maybe that's just what's made it unhappy. Okay. Nope, now it says it's got even more problems. 183. Why did it say it's expecting that at 183? Where is its partner? This partner should be way up here. Yes, that is correct. $181. Got a period. Object manager, yeah. Got a comma when it expected a an extra one of these maybe? No, that doesn't work. It says right there that it's going to work. Let's see what the error says. See, now it's really unhappy. Okay, so we need to close that out, which we did here, like so. That gives me a line that says it's okay. But it says that 183 to 188 are not correct. Just drawing the mouse position. Yeah, that is all fine. That should be good. Make sure that this is the correct one here. Yeah. That is correct. Our alignment is correct. I'm going to create an item. I'm going to create a new item. Ah, I have two news here. That's part of it. That might be part of the problem. You can't have two news. You can't have new. You can only have new. That's where we get to the misspelling thing being the biggest problem. I'm working on being a complete disappointment to my family and friends. That is what I'm working on. I know I'm just adding items for us to pick up and put in our inventory so that we can use them. So if we go to river, we can now run up there and this will be here. I think we're being chased though. Yep. Now we should be able to pick that up. We cannot. It doesn't. We can pick it up that way, but our inventory isn't picking it up, so I've missed it somewhere. So we were not able to just suck that into the inventory. So I've missed a setting somewhere, but I think this is all good because it needs to write it into the inventory, which is, we have to tell it it's there. These are the ones that we all right, so about single use. It should just pick it up when we're doing it. It's supposed to just pick it up and put it in our inventory. It just ain't doing it. Everything is set right because we didn't get any errors. It should add to our item list. Let me see if I may have missed something somewhere. I obviously missed something somewhere, you know what I mean. All right, so Okay, there's our create a line. That's all of the pieces. Those are all supposed to be there. Yep. Okay, global item list, fountain one. Okay, what we forgot to do is go to Steve and add this line. Global item list, fountain one. We have to tell him it's a required item in Steve. He is down here in townspeople. The townspeoples. Yes, we need Steve. Oh, that's weird. I thought he was here. Why put him up here in entities or NPs? Here's his ghost. This is why organization is the most important part. Let's go and find Steve. Look at the river map and make sure that we're using the right Steve. Oh, there he was. Player. Not even in there. Where's Steve? Oh, Steve is idiot. I forgot about that. Steve other name is idiot. So we need to go to this. That's what we called it. Let's make sure. Reads is what we called it. Okay, cool. Global item equals reads. Now, when he picks it up, when it's picked up, okay, we need to clear this out. I got too much crap in here. All right, let's bring Steve in. We'll bring piece one in. We're going to make sure that we do everything that is done this way. Not worried about that right now. Everything else is fine. And we need the reads. Steve's other name is Sarantos. That is correct. When in his actual text, he introduced himself as Sarantos as well. All right, so reads blah 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 2. Okay, let's check it against this. This is correct. Children said correctly. Blah 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 blah. That is all correct. Now I need to know everywhere where O piece is actually used. Or has piece lied to you? Free num? Nope. Destroy or has been. Should be all good. He should be able to pick it up now. Because it is a required, it is Steve's required item. So, and he actually needs 3 of them. And then he needs 2 wood, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute. I just want to get this working first. And did it crash? It does not crash. Okay, not yet. Didn't crash on this part. Or rather, it built. That's all we can hope for, right? Is that it actually does a build. I guess I should have paid more attention to programmers when I was working on this. When I was working. No, he still doesn't pick it up. He should just walk next to it and pick it up. I'm missing somewhere else. I'm missing it somewhere else. The pickup code. What is the object? No. I don't think it's anything in this, is it? If place meeting, player. Yes. This is what we're missing. We do not have this in our code. Item equals item, yeah. This is not in our read code, I don't think. Oh, that's right. We took everything out, didn't we? Let me find my other objects up here, these pieces here. That's right, we took out the original. Oh, okay. That's where the problem is. I put the wrong code in the reads. Let's go back to the reads. And we take away its things. We go to creation code and we do that and we say reads. Now it will add the item, then we add a step event. Oops, not persistent. We're going to come down here and say, oh, we can get the step event from either one of these actually. We need the step event. Because the step event will then do this. It will say, okay, here's our index, the item sprite. It'll say if runs into that, true, yeah, it's true, true. So item, yes. Now, hopefully, if I think that's the piece that was missing that kept him from picking it up. So, because it's like, I don't know that thing. Why would I put that in my pocket? I'll carry it on the outside. I'm not picking that up and putting it in my pocket. I don't know where it's been. Okay, we're going to go to the river. We got to run up to the top. We got the attention of Google. Global. Okay, so yes, it picked them up. We now have a read in our pocket right there. Hello, read in our pocket. But we have to still go up to the far corner to touch it. Simple grass read. Yay! See, even the zombies are happy. We even made the zombies happy. I still don't know why it's grayed out like that, though. But yeah, but we can now easily add a stick too, which we can do. You know, and he can bring the sticks back, and then we can put in the function code that if it's there, he's near Steve or the idiot, then he can hand that to him, and then change his animation to where he has the stick on his leg. I'm sorry, I got caught up in that and I wasn't paying attention to chat. Sorry, guys. Your broadcast doesn't get affected. Okay, this is about the freeze. Yeah, the broadcast doesn't seem to be affected, but for some reason, my OBS screen freezes when I hit F5. That's why I keep doing builds. You know, so there's a couple bugs here to figure out. I also have to put the black around the letters and stuff. But I do like the fact that it highlights and gives a little bit of a description. And that'll do that for anything. We'll put our sticks in next. Let me close that out. As soon as zombies are done, we'll put our sticks in. That way we can pick up everything. And then we also need to say which items have amounts. Yeah, that would be good. Because how many of one item do we have? And then we also need to add our honeycomb and other things like that. All the things that we're going to be having him pick up in that first part. But we are moving ahead again. It may be slow, but we are moving ahead again. Yep. What time is it? Okay, we got plenty of time to get the honey in and the sticks in. Okay, let's get our sticks in. I'm just glad that it's a usable system again, because I was really concerned about just being stuck and not being able to continue at all. But we seem to be okay right now. Okay, where's our silly sticks? Oh, fragments. Here's our reed. Oh, we could put all these guys in too. I don't need the logs yet, but I'm looking for is our real thin stick. Logs would be a little bit too big, but menu items, those are for the top part. Oh, stickies, where are my sticks? Oh, stick. Oh, there he is. Okay, let's open that up. We're going to get rid of this. So he is no longer a child of. We're going to get the items for create. He's going to create the item and he will be called stick, which we will go and build out in a minute because it's not, it'll come up blue, but it's still not gonna do what it's supposed to do. Then we need to grab step event so that it can actually be used. Step event. Yeah, item sprite, blah, 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 player, yep. Item, okay. So then we need to take the name stick and go up to here. Well, it's not this one. Okay, nope. Oh, we need our manager. I want to speak to the manager. It goes in this. So we can go here. Add stick. We'll go ahead and put a capital on it. We'll capitalize all the... Oh, not R. Stick. And we're going to go new, create item. Let's go ahead and grab this to here. I'm going to say stick. And we'll say a simple stick. And its sprite in stick is called S stick. True, and then our function is pretty much the same as the other one. So we could probably just grab that. Put it there. They should still be good. And now we should be able to pick up sticks. Haha. We're going to play pick up stick. Okay. Okay, it built. That's a good sign. Because what I want to do is my goal for today was to get all the objects in that we have for just piecing things together. So all the things, oh, it was not happy with stick. GMO stick, object line 3. Create an event for object O stick. Variable unknown, not set before reading it. Oh, God, I hate when it does that. It always says that kind of thing. So, oh, I know why. Because I called it a capital stick here. And on the stick itself, I believe it's not a capital yes. That is why it is unhappy. Sprite item stick, yes. So sprite index equals sprite from the item, which is stick, yes. Higher item, yes. Okay. That should work now. New build. It built correctly. Yeah, you got to make sure that your capitals are correct. All right, blah, blah, blah. Oh, we went back here. Let's go back over. It's not a far run. Let's go get some sticks. I didn't throw anything down because I think we already have some. We do. We have stick. We have stick. Now in its function, we have to write that it is for our guy there. Because our guy can't grab them from us yet, so what we'll do is, yeah, because we're also too far away from him, so we'd have to move him up here so that we could give him the stick, but he can't have the stick yet. It's interesting how sometimes the text is in the right place and sometimes it's not. But I'm not going to argue that right now. I wonder, though, if I now hack at these things and get reads out of them. I guess it doesn't give me reads. Well, damn. That's right. I threw the rock in the water. That's what I did. I did it right there. Yeah, so we're going to have to say if something can or cannot be multiples of. Stick equals vitamin stick. Stick has much higher stats. Yep. Okay, but that is all a good thing. Okay, so that is that. I think we now have to add our hat to the inventory system. Because our guy here still asks us for the hat, and we would have to go get it. But that is a carry back item. And we're going to move everything to the inventory system. So let's grab his hat, his O hat. We have to get rid of its parent. We're going to make a hat. Let's do that first, under here. And now because our hat's already in there, I don't think we really have to go do anything with it. I think we should automatically just pick it up and put it in our inventory. And then we'll take all this out. And this will be called hat. And the sprite in hat is S hat. Yes, you're an S hat. Why are you such a S hat? Okay, so we add a new item. We call it hat. Go ahead and grab that whole line. So hat, and we're going to say Orange Cat's hat. Orange Cat's hat. This would be S hat, right? S hat. Yeah, so this is a real easy way to add items to me, it seems like just a much more logical way to add items to our inventory. Yeah, because we just put every single item in here, and then as it comes and goes through the inventory, it just literally just comes and goes. It's like we don't have to worry too much about it. And then all we have to do is on our in our function code, there is where we write who gets it. So if we get that system working correctly, then we should be all good. Now our hat should be gettable now. Since we, like I said, since we already have one in the game, I haven't saved it. Well, I should say. So you're okay with being an ass hat. You're not okay with being an ass butt. Is that what you're saying? Okay, so let's go to our river. We have, no, actually we're going to go to one of our other, because we're going to go to our first one because we have bombs and stuff. Let's go to this one. Yeah, so we have the ability to go in and get the ass hat. The cool part is our other inventory stuff still works, and I'm very happy about that. Okay. Fly in the way. Thank you very much. Excellent shot. I think this one's going to get gettable before that one is. I was wrong. Come on, fly over this way. Okay, don't be that way. Yep, he's decided to go the other way. All right. Perfect. He picked up the hat, but we don't have the icon. Why did it pick up the... Oh, because I didn't probably need the icon correctly. Or it's there, but we can't see it. Let's go. Let's see if we can get that on. We can't. Eventually, we'll have all that stuff just auto picked up, and that will be good. Oh, it's because that was open. Now it should be working. What happens if we run all the way over here? Does it? Nope, not far enough. Go back outside. It's just an itty bitty ass hat. Then we can pick up this. Yep. We can pick up this. Yep. We got our stick. We got our ass hat. We got the love of Jesus in our pretty green eyes. Yeah, he doesn't recognize it being there, but that's okay. But we also have it to where the inventory actually stays with us, which is good. Now we need to add honey and phosphate and things like that to our collectibles. All things that we can have in our inventories. Right now, I think I have our inventory set for only 5 items, but we can increase that. For testing purposes, right? But let's get, I guess we could have put the phosphate in, and the, I guess we can use logs even for Steve's leg. Well, we have sticks right now, but let's get our honey put in. Since this is what we've been working on, so let's get all this stuff put in. I'm down here, create. I call it honey. The step is all the same for everybody. It looks like a pretty simple procedure for putting all this stuff in. So I think we're actually in quite good shape. We do have to centralize the shape, the sizes of our stuff so that, yeah, I think that I need to set pixel. Well, I need to get them stop them from being shadows first. I think that's what I should probably worry about first. Honey, go back up here. You know, plus just having a complete list of all of our items is just a good thing for me. I like that. That's Steve. We still have to make him recognizable to his parts. I think what I'm looking for is way up here or way down here. Ah. Okay. That orange cat's hat. Stick, simple stick. Read, simple read. Oh my god. Honey. God, I keep hitting that damn. I know it's spelled honey, sorry. We could call it, Nectar of the bees. What is the sprite for honey again? It is S-Wax. Two, that's okay there. Two. Should name it correctly. Actually, we need to name this one Wax. Because I think we're going to use honey again later. That's a good description. It's beeswax. Mind your own. Yes. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, let's go back to our wax. We're going to call it wax. And that's what we're going to do. So that takes care of wax. Yeah, so I mean, as long as we have all of our items set up this way, they will all automatically, because of this, they will all automatically create the item with the correct stuff. So things that we will add later is whether they can be stacked and what their monetary value is. So I think that's something that we need to think about. Because we do want to be able to have items sellable. Some items will not be sellable, like keys and things like that, but in this particular case, it's something to think about. We have our beeswax. But things like, say, our axe. So, because we want to eventually make it to where you can't cut down trees without an axe. And you have to have an axe made from that's something we should do now as well. Let's do that. As long as this is what we've done today, we might as well continue on this realm. So we can say I'm gonna make another item. Let's just copy this whole thing. I'm gonna call it iron rock. Which is our iron rock. It is the metal of the gods for now. And what do we call that piece of rock? It was this, and it was S-rock ore. S-rock ore. But as you can see, setting up items now is real easy. And that's very cool. S-rock ore. S-rock or what? Okay, that is correct. S-rock or, yep. Need to drop this. The problem was okay, sorry. I was getting so frustrated with how to do this kind of stuff, and it was just driving me absolutely crazy. I'm actually very happy with this particular system. It's good for me. If it's not good for you, then don't use it. But iron rock is what I believe I called it. Yes, I did. We might as well do phosphate over there. Get all of our pieces in. Okay, that pop. sulfur. Get that one open. And let's see, blah, 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 blah. Oh, our incense, which we need for... Okay, so we're just getting all of our simple things in. Holders, bees. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, rock, we got that already, correct? And we need our phosphorus. There is our phosphorus. All right, turn that off. Come down here, say create. This one's going to be sulfur. And this one is incense. How do I spell it before? Okay, I'll just call it that for now. If it's spelled right, great. If it's not, great. I'm okay. And our phosphorus. That's up here. Spelled. Or phosphate is what we called it. Okay, and that should be all that we need to add. Okay, let's just go at them. We can use simple descriptions for them. It's okay. Move that up. Good job. Okay. Here's phosphate. And then his sprite. Sprite for phosphate is S-phosphate. Of course it is. Why didn't I think of that? Oh, wait, I did. All the other settings can remain the same. Go to the next one. We got reads, we got that. Okay, next one. Got hat. Let's start closing the ones we've already got. We got hat. We got wax. We don't have our iron. No, we do have our iron rock. We need our sulfur. Okay, that works. And then this is the sprite on it is S sulfur. Oh, that's funny. Okay, good. Move that up. That one's done. Then incense. Like I said, I find this to be a very easy way to do this. It'd be even great. It's once we get it all done, it actually works. it's stupid, but it makes me laugh. Okay, so incense we got, phosphate we already got. Okay, so all the pieces that are already laid out there, we should be able to grab now and put in our inventory. All of them we also made droppable, whereas the important items like keys, quest items, things like that, I don't think we'll make droppable, but regular items, yeah, I have no problem being able to drop any of them anytime. Close all these up because these guys are all done. Yeah, Steve will have to go back to, but okay, here's where we are at. What is this item? The stick. Okay, so why are those gray? I'm seeing gray. Gray is not good. Oh, because it's closed. Okay, that's fine. And so pretty much all of our droppable items now are out there and ready. So let's do a... I'm sure somewhere along the line this is going to be the bad way to do this, but that's okay. Because what we're going to have to do is eventually strip everything out and then go from there. So okay, load her up, wait for you guys, and now everything in the game should be pick-upable. Okay, or everything that we had before. Okay, so we're here, which means we should be able to pick up the honey or the wax. Beeswax, yes. When we hover over it, nothing happens. Oh, yeah, beeswax. Mind your own business. Mind your own. We have been raided. We are raided. Welcome, raiding party. What do we got here? With Freya has raided us with 547 people. Thank you very much, Freya. Yeah. You have stopped just chatting long enough to commit to this raid of our world. Welcome all of Freya and all of her peoples. Yes, let's see what we got here. Hoist the sails, mighty Vikings. Too funny. Kent, 29, thank you very much for the follow. I love that animation. Thank you very much. I'm still working on that one. There's a couple things I still want to add to it because I need to add some booms to it. I'll throw a boom in there just so you guys know what I mean by booms. That animation will be, this will be added to that animation. Where'd it go? Here it is. So this, the animations will be added to that because I think that's great. That's a great one for raids. Hello, Freya. How are you? Thank you very much for joining us today. We are making game stuff. Yeah. Huh. That's nice. Freya Hellsword. Nice. Welcome. Welcome one and all. Let me write this. I need to put this in our journal so that we can add it to the things that come. Let's see, raids. We got to go to Freya. Because we do raid Freya usually every 2 weeks because that's when she wins the vote. Is about every 2 weeks. When she's online. She's not always online when we're online, but that's okay. Let's say Freya. And it was, what was the number again? It was 547. I think that's our new high. Before that, I believe Lana had the high. See if I can find it here. Yeah, Lana was 246. So thank you very much, Freya. How was your show today? If you're still there, I'm sorry. Hoist the sails. The mighty Viking in the Queen raid is upon thee. Prepare thy shields and welcome the clan. Welcome. Welcome. I like your Viking emotes. Thank you. They were created by people in the chat, as well as I did a little bit of animating on it on some of them. So raid vote, yes, we do a raid vote every day for who we raid, and we have a 14-day cool off for everybody that is in our raid list. So if we raid you, if you win the raid, then you don't get to be raided again for 14 days. Because we want to make sure that we're rating people that, not just people that are most popular, but people that don't always get rated. I thought it'd be kind of cool if we voted on it every day. So at 3:30 every day, we stop everything and we see who's online, and then we vote based on who's online as to who we raid. But right now, what we're doing is I'm actually testing whether our inventory system is picking up things. Also, whether we can drop them, because we should be able to drop them. Yes, we can drop them. That's awesome. So that works. So that was the wax. If we go over, God, what else did we put in there? Doop, 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 doop. Yeah. Oh, everything else I think that we put in there is in the we've been building an inventory system for our game, and splitting it to where part of our inventory system is what you see there, which is the basic things that we use all the time. And then another part are items that we go and pick up, and that are our quest items and things like that. So like in this particular case, we have beeswax, which is we can pick up, and that's our beeswax. If we go into the next thing, then we have items that we can pick up to build our fountain over here with our otter. So we have to go by the otter and then click on our pieces, and then the otter will build the fountain. And then you bring all the pieces back, and then the fountain's built. We can go ahead and drop the beeswax right now, because we don't have that one set up yet. But yeah, so we're building those things. Top left, top right, and then the centerpiece here. Bring it back to our otter, and then we can do top left. The dialogue's not done yet. Top right. And then that is our center. And that makes our fountain work. So we're just building that inventory system and building it out. And it's come a long way in the last day. It was not working at all last week when I was frustrated and couldn't get it to work. Y'all play Blizzard? What? Let's see. Y'all play Blizzard games? Yes, I do. Oh, you're talking to the Raiders. Okay, sorry. None. Me neither, but I used to. I have a thing or two to say about that. No, I do play Blizzard games because I made Blizzard games. I made Blizzard games for almost 24 years. So, yeah. I do not know. I left in 2014. So I was there from 1991 to 2014. It's hard to say whether they make new ones anymore. But right now, like I said, we're testing our inventory system and seeing what works. So now he'll ask us about his hat. I think I left my hat in the cave. Okay. Now we should be able to actually pick up all the items in the cave. All of our cave items are... I didn't realize they would chase me all the way up here. Why is he not hitting him? Hit him. Oops, no, I need bombs. Okay, into the cave. I do have to, at some point, I do need to make potions. I'll make those probably tonight, is just something that we can recharge with, because right now there's no way to get more energy into our player. Oh, didn't get him. Got him that time. But like I was saying before, I really like the fact that the two systems are separate, our inventory and the system that controls our weapons. I like those to be separate. But now we should be able to pick that up, and the phosphorus should go into our... And it did not. Why did it not go into our inventory? That's not right. Huh. That one didn't either. Okay. We can leave him here, because it'll put him back at the door. But let us go back to our code and find out why those two are not being recognized. Sulfur. Sulfur as incense. No, phosphate. That is the correct thing. Did I not set break global? Oh, I didn't do... Okay, for this one I did not do the step event. So we need to grab the step event from wax, because we know wax works. So let's grab a step event for wax. I guess I didn't finish putting everything in. So there's that, and then the phosphate is up here. We did the same. Yeah, we did the same thing there. Boskins, thank you very much for the follow. Step event. Okay. Now they should work. Because once we have everything being picked up and put in the inventory, then we can just start writing the code for... And the code goes into them as to where they go. So that is going to work out great. I'm learning. Look at me learn. You can teach an old dog new tricks. They have great cinematics. Let me see. I totally forgot. Avoid was from... What is this? That's arguable, since pretty much every expansion has a new twist on an old formula, and I guess you're still... I have not played Diablo 4. I did not work. My last Diablo was Diablo 3. Did not play and or work on Diablo 4. I need to get my... Okay, yeah. Okay. Can I throw that over there? I don't think I can. Nope. They're killing me. Did I get him? Nope. Come on, buddy. Oh, he's not going to come out. All right. We need to get over there and... What? And we're dead. Oh, don't put us all the way back here. We went to go get your hat, dude, and we got killed. I need to make some healing potions for this guy. He should eventually come into... Okay, got him. Winged him. Okay, see, phosphate got picked up. Awesome. That is what we were trying to do. That is what we have done. Phosphate now works. We know phosphate works. Now let's check sulfur. Sulfur works. Awesome. Yep. And we'll make those stackable eventually. So that is all good. So we need to pick up the hat. Make sure the hat works. Now our inventory should actually be full now. So we shouldn't be able to pick up this, but we can drop the... Oh, we can't drop them. We have to get up in the top right corner to drop them. Because for some reason that is unhappy. Is that far enough? It is. That's alright, we only have 2 items to pick up. And we're all good. We can pick up that if we want to. Alright, so making things stackable is going to be the call of the day. Because then we can put multiples in. I think I threw the hat away. The hat needs to be one of the cannot throwaways. But we're here checking to make sure we can pick stuff up, so we're all good. And we can go out. Cannot pick up a reed because our inventory is full, but get the basic gist. Can't pick up sticks because our inventory is full, but that's okay too. The goal was just to see if we could pick it up, and we can. And we can throw things away, so we need to make sure that our hat is a non-droppable product.
Deb says you're running late again.
Am I? Oh, jeez. All right, well, let me just do this. Let's see, droppable can drop. We want that to be false on the hat. Oops. Okay. Damn caps lock. All right, so our pillar things are all false. Reads are okay. Because you're right there. Reads and sticks, I don't think we're going to have that too much trouble with. All the rest of the stuff can be droppable. But we also need to make things stackable, which is on the list of stuff. I mean, I think we've done pretty well today. I mean, because we do have a working inventory system. We have everything right now in the first section that can be picked up is put in. We do need to obviously put logs and stuff in there so that we can get logs and iron ores to take back to the blacksmith, who will make us an axe so we can chop trees. Because we're going to need, I think that you should need an axe to chop trees, is just the thing. Would make a path to a broken rock. You're running late. Yes, I am. But we have got somewhere. Let's save just to make sure we have it. And then we're slowly stripping out the old systems and replacing them with new ones for the whole quest stuff and stuff like that. I think that it was great that that what we learned from Sarah Spalding really got us pretty far. But with the new way that because those tutorials were 5 years old or something like that, and they've changed the Game Maker Studio several times since then. So having that those new changes incorporated into what we're doing is actually working out pretty well. Yeah, because we can use some new techniques. So it's cool because one of the things I can do is I can actually build a spreadsheet that keeps all of our items and make changes from there. We're almost ready to start setting up the storyline. Yes. Most of the functionality will be in there. We just need to write the functionality for each of the characters to receive the things that they're asking for. And we can start building those out and the conversational stuff out. And we have a lot on that. In fact, Sparta, you helped quite a bit with the writing of a lot of stuff before I got caught in this programmer's hell, because I'm not a programmer and I'm learning. And I really want to thank you guys all for bearing with me on that, because I know it's not been easy. So let us go back to Mies. We're gonna end this section and go back to me.